Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about really one of the oldest diet scams that's out there, and I still see people falling for it. And I thought it was funny, someone brought that up in my comments. They're like, Jason, how is it that people are still falling for the Alkaline diet thing? Isn't that kind of an old thing? And I'm like, yes it is. In fact, it is a diet scam that predates the existence of computers, any sort of real analysis, MRIs, anything in the body, right? It is one of the oldest documented diet scams to exist. And essentially, for people who don't understand what the Alkaline diet is, okay, and it's going to be funny. Because people are like, oh yeah, we need to avoid acidic foods and eat alkaline foods because our body, will do whatever. All right, first of all, there's the modern name of the Alkaline diet. This is how old it is. Are you guys ready? It's called the vegan diet. Right? It used to be called the Alkaline diet because the whole idea, we try to eat alkaline foods instead of acidic foods. Well, what are the acidic foods? Meat. Dairy, eggs, that's your acidic foods, okay? That's the foods that require more stomach acid, anything with a fair amount of fat in it. So an alkaline diet means almost no fat, plant-based, okay? That's what an alkaline diet is. Extremely low-fat vegan diet, all right? This is over 100 years old. In fact, as soon as people were discussing pH in the labs and stuff, you started seeing this, and it was often in religious circles. It is very much a religious thing. Some very, very strict Christian sects were pushing this. And what's interesting, I saw people talking about this from old books, like older people that I knew who were old people when I was like 19, 20 years old, who were quite religiously extreme, who were always digging up, old books and things. And this is the circles that I saw this in. Like, I've got this book here written in 1910 by whatever chiropractor. Yeah. And, religious fundamentalists, and he's right here. We need to be eating an alkaline diet because that's how all the disease in the body comes from acidity. Okay. Do you guys understand where we're going with this? This is nonsense from over 100 years ago that quacks and religious extremists were pushing. All right? Now, incidentally, when you look at the circles that are out here, who do you see part of who's pushing it? Bizarre extremists. Look at the quackery that you saw with Cali Muscle doing this. He was one of the people who's been up here talking about it again. He had a doctor on. The doctor he had on was a quack. Okay, vegan quack and an extremist. That's who he had on. The guy was just talking complete nonsense. All right, and the same thing. Oh, these alkaline waters. How many people were promoting that? Do people understand how ridiculous this is? Do you understand what the acidity and pH balance of your stomach is, your stomach acids? Do you understand that you use acidity in the stomach to break down foods? It's part of the reason that some animals, some other more serious carnivores than us, do you know that's why they can handle meat that's gone bad longer than we can? Because they can kill the bacteria with their stomach acids. They have a more acidic GI tract. This allows them to kill bacteria, do all this stuff. But your body balances this back out. Okay? It balances it back out. And there's nothing magical about it. Are there people who have too much acidity, their stomach overproduces acids, and there are things you can do about it? Yes. But do people not understand your diet has such a minor impact on that? Okay? People take antacids. You take medications for this to fix it if it's severe. right? That has a definite, measurable, large effect. All right? But this is not the cause of all diseases. People who have the problem with excessive stomach acids and antacids, they don't have all the diseases these people are ascribing to acidity. I mean, you look down the road and there's viruses and bacteria and other stuff they're ascribing to acidity. And the reality is you're less likely to get some of those to your food because the acidity of your stomach kills some bacteria, by the way. It's ludicrous. This doesn't cure all their disease either. When you get people's pH balance down to their gut, it doesn't cure all their diseases. It just stops the problems from excessive acid. It doesn't cause all these other diseases. This is nonsense. And your body buffers these things. And the thing I would point out, someone's like, oh, well, I'm trying to even drink this alkaline water. Why? Do you have an actual acid reflux issue going on? And do you think the alkali water, the expensive alkali water, is a solution? You know that your doctor will prescribe very low doses of things you can buy much cheaper that will do a much better job if you needed to lower the acidity, right? If you needed to change the pH balance of your stomach, okay? And please be aware, this doesn't change your whole system. This doesn't change the acidity of your blood. We're just talking about there in your stomach acids because of the amount of stomach acids you need to produce to break down certain foods. But you do understand, and hopefully people understand this, the chemical structures of it changes. Once acid dissolves things, if you have enough acid to aid in the digestion you need because it's the response to foods, that acid changes molecularly. It no longer stays the acidity there because it was used to digest your food. Okay, you can use up acid, just like if you have a vat of acid and you drop stuff in it, there's not an unlimited amount of ability. All right, your body has salts and everything. Your body is great at buffering. Your body maintains a perfect pH balance in your blood. And if it doesn't, you have problems. All right? The biggest problem when you have acidity in the blood is usually related to diabetes, which comes from, again, your crappy diet. All right, ketoacidosis. Now, that's a totally different thing. But changing the acidity of your food will not affect that positively. It's not going to help you there. You know, other than, yes, obviously diabetes can be helped by eating a less processed diet, okay, with less refined sugars and things, of course. But it's not the pH balance. All right, this is a complete nonsense quack scam. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.